The Forgotten War. Long before Rome was born, before Sparta raised its shields, before the names of Alexander or Caesar were ever spoken, two empires clashed in the desert sands. The mighty Pharaoh of Egypt, Ramses II, son of the sun god, lord of 1,000 temples. And across the mountains of Anatolia, the Hittite Empire, forged in iron and ambition, led by their king, Muwatalli. At the crossroads of empires, in the land of Syria, stood the city of Kadesh. To one, it was destiny. To the other, defiance. What began as a march of pride would become the first great battle ever recorded in human history. The Battle of Kadesh, 1274 BC. The desert remembers.
Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like and share this video.
The Rise of Ramses II. In the golden city of Thebes, beneath ceilings painted with stars, a child was crowned a god. His name, Ramses, son of Seti I, heir to the throne of Egypt. From the moment he could walk, priests whispered that the blood of Ra, the sun god, flowed through his veins. His life was not his own. It belonged to the gods and to Egypt. He was raised among stone giants, beneath walls that told the stories of kings and victories long past. And in every statue, in every monument, one lesson was carved. A pharaoh does not serve, he endures. Ramses learned the sword before he learned mercy. He rode chariots across the desert sands before he could even read the stars. He was trained to command men who would die at his word and never question it. When he came of age, the crown of Egypt weighed heavy, yet he wore it as if born for it. He rebuilt the temples of his ancestors and raised new ones to himself. He ordered Abu Simbel carved from living rock so that his face would greet the sunrise for eternity. To his people, he was a living god, a ruler of divine fire, destined to rule forever. But far beyond the Nile, in the lands of Syria, his empire's borders bled. The Hittite Empire, fierce and cunning, had taken the northern trade routes, seizing cities once sworn to Egypt. To Ramses, this was not politics, it was blasphemy. No man, no king, could defy the will of a god. So he gathered his armies, 4 great divisions, the Amun, the Ra, the Ta, and the Set. He would march north to reclaim Egypt's pride and carve his victory into eternity. The world would remember him as Ramses the Great, but greatness always comes at a cost. And that cost waited for him at Kadesh. The road to Kadesh. The year 1274 before Christ. The sun rises over the sands of Canaan as the armies of Egypt march north. Dust clouds follow them like ghosts. 40,000 men, 4 divisions, and a king who believes himself immortal. They move in columns across the desert, banners of Amun, Ra, Ptah, and Set, their bronze glinting beneath a merciless sky. Ramses rides at the head of his Amun division, chariot wheels cutting deep into the sand. To the soldiers who follow, he is more than a man. He is Egypt itself, a living sun leading them to glory. Scouts ride ahead, reporting no sign of the Hittite army. The roads are empty, villages abandoned, silence where war should be. Then, 2 men appear, dust-covered, trembling, claiming to be deserters from the Hittite ranks. They fall to their knees before Ramses and speak. "The enemy has fled north, my lord. They fear your might." Ramses smiles. The gods have cleared his path, but it is a lie. Behind the walls of Kadesh, the Hittite king Muwatalli waits, his chariots hidden in the forest beyond the river. 5,000 war chariots, silent, patient, ready to strike. And Ramses, blinded by victory before battle, pushes forward with only his leading division. The rest of his army lags miles behind, stretched thin across the desert road. The pharaoh believes he is chasing glory, but in truth, glory is chasing him, and it is about to catch up.
The trap at Kadesh.
The sands of Kadesh shimmer in the heat. Ramses stands atop his chariot, the walls of the city glinting in the distance. The air is still. Too still. He orders the Amun division to set camp by the river, confident, unguarded. He believes the Hittites have fled. Then, from beyond the trees, the sound comes. Faint at first, like thunder far away. The ground begins to shake. The thunder grows louder. Not the gods, but wheels. Chariots. Thousands of them. From the northern woods erupts a storm of bronze and iron. The Hittite army, 5,000 war chariots surging forward in a single wave. Ramses turns. Too late. The first line of chariots smashes into the Egyptian camp. Tents collapse. Horses scream. Men are trampled before they can even lift a shield. The Amun division, isolated, scattered, fights for its life. The pharaoh's bodyguard forms a circle around him, arrows whistling through the air, the dust turning red with blood. Ramses seizes the reins, shouting orders drowned in chaos. "Form ranks! Hold the line! For Egypt!" But the line is gone. The Hittites carve through the camp like a flood through dry reeds. Egyptian chariots crash into each other, horses rear and fall. The pharaoh himself is nearly surrounded. For the first time in his reign, Ramses feels fear. His army is scattered, his camp burning. His enemies closing in from every side. The God King bleeds. The immortal becomes mortal. And as the sun dips low, one man, one king, stands alone against the storm.
The pharaoh's charge.
The camp lies in ruin. Smoke curls into the sky, mingling with the cries of the dying. Ramses grips his reins, the bronze of his armor scorched, the light of the setting sun burning in his eyes. Around him, chaos. The Amun division is shattered. The Ra and Ptah divisions are still miles away. The Hittites close in like a tightening fist. And yet, the pharaoh does not flee. He turns his chariot toward the enemy. Alone. His guards shout for him to fall back, but Ramses answers with steel. He lashes the reins. The horses leap forward. One chariot against 5,000. The wind roars in his ears. Arrows slice the air. Spears flash past him. And still he rides. The dust rising around him like a storm. The Pharaoh of Egypt becomes the storm. He charges straight into the Hittite ranks, his blade cutting through bronze and flesh, his chariot striking down men like a hammer of the gods. The enemy wavers. For in that moment they no longer see a man, they see a god. The thunder of hooves grows louder. The Ptah division arrives at last, their chariots crashing into the Hittite flank. The flood turns. The attackers become the hunted. The river runs red. The desert echoes with screams and the clash of wheels.
As night falls, the surviving Hittites retreat to the city walls. Ramses stands among the wreckage, his armor dented, his face streaked with sand and blood. He has won, but not truly. His army is broken, thousands lie dead. And though the Hittites have fled, the city of Kadesh still stands. The battle ends in smoke and silence. No victor, no glory, only survival. Yet that night, as the fires burn low, the Pharaoh of Egypt kneels beside his chariot and whispers to the gods, "You made me a god among men. But today, I fought as a man among gods." The aftermath, truth, and legend. Dawn rises over the ruins of Kadesh. The battlefield lies silent, littered with broken chariots and fallen standards, the river reflecting the pale light of morning. Ramses stands beside his weary soldiers. The air smells of smoke and blood. The Hittites have retreated behind their walls, and though neither side has won, both will claim victory. In the temples of Egypt, scribes carve words of triumph. They show Ramses standing alone against thousands, favored by the gods, eternal, invincible. And in the halls of Hattusa, the Hittite king Muwatalli proclaims the same, that the Egyptians were crushed, that his chariots ruled the field. Two stories, two truths, yet both know the cost. Tens of thousands gone, for a city that would soon mean nothing. Years later, the two great kings would meet again, not on the battlefield, but through words. The Treaty of Kadesh, the first peace agreement in human history. Carved in stone, written in two tongues. A promise that even empires must one day learn what war cannot teach. The battle ended, but the legend never did.
Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like and share this video.